Welcome back to Makeup Bootcamp. Today's agenda, blush, contour, highlight, and we'll do lips too because I'm not going to include that in the brows and eyes video. First things first, let's go over our product options. We can apply with a brush or we can apply with a sponge. I will be doing the blush with the brush and the contour with the sponge and highlight with the brush. There's so much variety when it comes to all sorts of makeup now. So we have our cream sticks for our blushes, contours, highlights, whatever. We also have, the normal powders. There are also liquid blushes, contours, highlights, all that type of stuff. I personally am not a fan of cream blushes or liquid blushes because I feel that a little too much, it's kind of hard to build up, but I do like cream contours. So when you contour your face, I recommend looking up your face shape because contour is one of those things that's a little bit harder to teach because everybody's face is different. However, I go on right below my natural cheek line. This one's a little bit higher, so I'm just going to make that line a little bit thicker and I'll bring this one a little bit more. When contouring your nose, again, what shape do you want? I always try and bring the side of my nose in because I feel like the bottom of my nose is just a little bit wider. And then I just bring that up a little bit because I'm going to blend this up. I don't want to use too much of this. I always do a little bit on the forehead too, just to, diversify color. And then always right at the bottom of my jaw. Again, very little. I'm not going for too much. Again, I'm not too worried about that being perfectly straight on, but I'm going up first. We're bringing the contour up the nose just because I didn't want to put too much. And then I'm bringing it downwards. And I'm just patting that in to blend it as much as possible because we don't want those lines to be too visible. So again, not a super big change. I don't like contouring my nose that much. So when we're doing our contour on our cheeks, you want to pull the contour down. And I always pull forward a little bit first and then go back. And again, we're pulling it down. We're not trying to take away from up here. We're trying to create a more snatched look. So that contour should be coming down. And once you feel you've pulled it far enough forward to your liking, everything else blending wise should go back up into the hairline because we don't want any harsh lines around here. Now, as far as our contour on the jawline, I really just like to emphasize what I already have. So I really keep it at the bottom. I don't try and drag it up or anything. I just press it into where it is. And if I'm dragging it anywhere, it's down. Again, I don't go up onto my chin or anything. I'm just dragging it forward and around. But see, that has brought some dimension back to our face that the flat foundation took away from. And if you don't like a harsh line, you can blend it up towards your temple. That's another place you can put contour. If you want to snatch your eyes back or create like a more almost masculine look, you can put contour right here as well, and it'll bring your eyes up. Now let me tell you, this thing, ancient. I'd be like, Talia, makeup expired. It's a powder. It becomes a little bit less, but it's not that bad. So I always think that you should know your undertones of your skin and stuff because that's also going to help you decide what type of blush you like. But I'm just going to go for this really sparkly pink because I want it to show up on camera. And what you're going to do, don't put this straight on your face. Tap, 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 tap. Now, I would look up different face shapes and like blush placement on those face shapes. You can always start up here too for a more snatched, and you want to apply very lightly. I am not pressing hard. Look at how close that is. And I'm going in a circular motion up. So see, I'm just kind of creating color like all here. But I prefer to smile so we get that cheek shape right there. Bring it right here in a circle, drag up, in a circle, up. The circle is distributing the pigment, and also we didn't put pigment on the ends of our brush, so it's also blending it out, keeping it from becoming a very harsh line. And of course you can always stop smiling, see how it looks, smile again, go back in a circular motion until you're satisfied with the pigment. Now it's kind of hard because my light's kind of washing me out, but as you can see, this creates two different shapes. This one I was doing round, bringing straight back. This one we started up here, remember, into the temple. So you're kind of shaping your face the way you want when it comes to your blush as well as your contour. So don't forget that. I'm not the biggest fan of the blush on the nose, but if you do, I recommend not using one with a sparkle and just going right there over your nose, right at the bottom. Very, very light. Look like literally barely. That's it. For a highlight, I like using like basically a mini version of this. And if I want to kind of put it wherever, I usually go for something that's like more of a gold. But since I'm just going right over the blush, I'm gonna kind of use like the rosy, and I'm just going right at the top of my cheekbones, very lightly brushing it on. Especially, again, you want to keep in mind if you have oily skin that too much highlight throughout the day could make it look even worse. But again, I'm just kind of going for a Sabrina Carpenter kind of look at the moment since I'm not going anywhere. So again, we can see all that highlight that was just put down. It's creating that glowy look. And now for the places that don't have blush, I'm going in with that more gold. I'm going right. That's it, like tiny, tiny bit. And then I'm going on the bridge of my nose. I do not like the top lip or the under the eyebrow. I think it gives a sweaty appearance. But again, that's totally up to you. If you do the top of the lip right here, if you do the under the eyebrow right there. As far as lips go, if you're just starting, I would not worry about lip liner. Honestly, because it's one more thing to learn. Any type of like stale day, stain, like especially something that matches your lips for the first go, I think is a great way to start, because you need to learn how to put it on equally for your lip shape before you go trying and manipulating, because you don't want to get stuck in like lip blindness where you're way overlining and then you just get used to it. So you just want to, you know, mess around, learn the shape of your lips, and there we go. Like, nice, simple, laying it down. Anyway, I hope this was all helpful to you. Please let me know if you have any questions. We'll be doing eyes and brows in the next video. If there's anything specific you want to see in that video, let me know in the comments. Alright, bye guys, and good luck!